Tonight, we examine a conflict defined by deep divisions over land, identity, and security. On one side stands Israel, a recognized nation, military superpower, and self-declared homeland for the Jewish people. Its mission: protect its citizens and borders from threats, both external and internal. Opposing Israel is Hamas, a Palestinian Islamist group ruling Gaza since 2007. Labeled a terrorist organization by much of the West, Hamas calls itself a resistance movement fighting Israeli occupation. The conflict is asymmetric. Israel wields overwhelming military power, while Hamas relies on unconventional tactics. This imbalance shapes every battle, every strategy, and the human cost on both sides. In this report, we'll break down the military capabilities, strategies, and goals of both Israel and Hamas. Our aim to provide a clear, factual analysis of the realities on the ground. Understanding these dynamics is key to making sense of the headlines and the ongoing cycle of violence. The military gap between Israel and Hamas is immense. Israel's defense forces boast around 170,000 active soldiers, with over 465,000 reservists ready to mobilize. Mandatory service means Israel can rapidly field a massive, well-trained army. Hamas, by contrast, has no formal army. Its Izz ad-Din al-Qassam brigades number between 20,000 and 40,000 fighters. These militants rely on dedication, local knowledge, and the ability to blend into Gaza's civilian population. Israel's arsenal includes advanced fighter jets, Merkava tanks, and a modern navy, enabling dominance by land, air, and sea. Hamas's weapons are mostly homemade or smuggled: rockets, small arms, RPGs, and IEDs. They have no air force, navy, or heavy armor. Their doctrine is built around using simple weapons to inflict damage on a far stronger foe. The hardware gap defines the nature of every confrontation. Israel's greatest advantage is its technological edge. The IDF uses advanced drones, precision-guided munitions, and cyber warfare to gather intelligence and strike with accuracy. The Iron Dome, Israel's famed air defense system, intercepts short-range rockets, protecting cities from Hamas barrages. Its radar tracks incoming threats, launching interceptors only if a rocket targets populated areas. With a claimed success rate above 90%, Iron Dome has saved countless lives and limited destruction. However, it's not foolproof. Massive rocket salvos can overwhelm it, and each interceptor is costly. Israel's multi-layered defense also includes David's sling and the arrow system for longer-range threats. This comprehensive shield is unique, reflecting Israel's focus on survival and deterrence. It allows Israel to defend its home front while striking at threats beyond its borders. Technology is central to Israel's military doctrine. It's a core reason for its battlefield dominance. Hamas cannot match Israel in open battle, so it fights asymmetrically. Its strategy used surprise, mobility, and Gaza's urban landscape to inflict pain and force political concessions. Central to this is a vast tunnel network, the Gaza Metro, used for smuggling, surprise attacks, and moving fighters undetected. These tunnels neutralize Israel's air superiority, forcing close-quarters combat and complicating IDF operations. Hamas also fires rocket barrages to overwhelm Iron Dome, uses anti-tank missiles, snipers, and IEDs. By blending with civilians, Hamas makes it difficult for Israel to strike without risking civilian casualties. The use of human shields is a deliberate tactic to generate international pressure on Israel. Asymmetric warfare is about survival, resistance, and imposing costs on a stronger enemy. It's a strategy designed for endurance, not outright victory. Intelligence is a hidden battlefield in this conflict. Israel's Mossad and Shin Bet use informants, signals intelligence, and surveillance to track Hamas leaders and thwart attacks. This intelligence enables precision strikes and rapid responses. Hamas counters with its own security measures, hunting informants, using encrypted communications, and keeping leaders underground. Both sides engage in cyber operations and constant surveillance. The IDF's training is rigorous, covering everything from armored warfare to counterterrorism, with elite units like Sayeret Matkal at the forefront. Hamas fighters train in guerrilla tactics, often in secret camps, with some receiving advanced instruction from Iran and other backers. Outside support gives Hamas access to better weapons and tactics. The intelligence and training war is relentless, shaping every clash. The goals of Israel and Hamas drive their strategies. Israel's priority is state survival and citizen security. Its strategy is to deter attacks and degrade Hamas's capabilities. Mowing the grass describes Israel's approach: periodic operations to reduce Hamas's strength without reoccupying Gaza. Air power and limited ground incursions are used to achieve specific objectives, then withdraw. Hamas's long-term goal is the liberation of Palestine, but its immediate aims are survival and political leverage. By fighting, Hamas seeks to lead the Palestinian cause, rally support, and extract concessions like easing the Gaza blockade. For Israel, victory means restored calm. For Hamas, survival and continued resistance are enough to claim success. This clash of objectives means neither side seeks total victory. Each is locked in a cycle of limited war. The strategies reflect their realities: Israel's power versus Hamas's resilience. The result is a conflict with no clear end in sight. The military imbalance ensures Israel can win battles, but not the war for lasting peace. Hamas's resilience and asymmetric tactics keep the conflict alive, despite heavy losses. Embedding fighters among civilians and using tunnels makes Hamas hard to defeat without international backlash. Each round of fighting ends with Hamas battered but still standing, ready to rebuild and rearm. This cycle makes a political solution elusive. Israel won't negotiate with Hamas, and Hamas sees violence as its main tool. The power gap leaves little incentive for compromise. Without addressing core issues, Gaza's blockade, Palestinian statehood, and Israeli security, peace remains out of reach. The likely future tense quiet, then renewed violence. Civilians, especially in Gaza, pay the highest price. Only a fundamental political shift can break the cycle and offer hope for a different future.